It is 100,000 years ago. You are a hunter-gatherer somewhere in the freezing expanse of Eurasia. Your entire life is a desperate, brutal math problem. Calories in versus calories out. Every single day is a struggle against starvation, freezing, and things with very sharp teeth. You do not have time for philosophy. You do not have time for theology. You survive. That is the only rule. But one day, the math stops working. The rain doesn't fall. The river dries up. A sudden plague sweeps through your camp. Your children are dying, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. This is the exact moment the human brain breaks. Because humans hate feeling helpless. Our brains are biologically wired to find solutions. We need to control our environment. So when the physical world fails you, your brain looks somewhere else. It looks up, it looks into the dark, and it assumes someone is in charge, an unseen creator, a watcher. The logic is terrifyingly simple. If the watcher controls the rain, the watcher can be bargained with. But how do you pay a god? You cannot give him rocks. You cannot give him sticks. He doesn't need your tools. You have to give him the only thing that actually matters in a world of death: life. This is the dark, bizarre origin of sacrifice. It did not start with blood-soaked altars. It did not start with evil priests in stone temples. It started with a psychological glitch. It started with existential debt. When an early human killed a deer, they felt something strange. They felt like they were stealing. Modern humans buy meat wrapped in plastic and feel nothing. Ancient humans looked the animal in the eye as it died. They knew they took a creation that did not belong to them. They took something that belonged to the unseen. So to balance the cosmic scales, they paid a tax. They took the best piece of meat, the richest fat. They threw it into the fire. They watched the smoke carry the payment up into the unseen world. A peaceful offering, a cosmic transaction. Thank you. Please do not kill us. For a long time this was enough, but then the world changed. Around 10,000 years ago, humans made the most dangerous decision in our history. We stopped moving. We invented agriculture. We built villages, and we started growing our own food. You would think this made us feel safer. It did the exact opposite. When you're a hunter, if the food leaves, you follow it. When you are a farmer, you are trapped. If the rain doesn't come, your entire village starves to death. Suddenly, you are completely at the mercy of the weather. You are at the mercy of the sky. The stakes became unimaginably high, and human fear is a bottomless pit. When the severe droughts hit, panic set in. The smoke of a little burnt meat was not working anymore. The crops were turning to dust. The Creator seemed angry, and an angry God requires a heavier currency. Fear changes the mind. It twists logic. The elders of the tribe looked at the sky and did a dark calculation. If a small pain brings small mercy, a massive pain must bring massive mercy. To prove you are truly sorry, it has to hurt. So you do not just burn a piece of meat, you burn the whole sheep. You burn the whole flock. You take your most valuable livestock, the animals that keep you alive, and you slaughter them. You burn your wealth. You burn your own survival. You pour the blood on the ground, because blood is the ultimate symbol of life. You hope the unseen God is watching. You hope he sees how much it hurts. But sometimes the sky remains completely silent. The rain still doesn't fall. Desperation breeds absolute darkness. There is only one currency left, the highest form of life, the ultimate price: human blood. It is vital to understand what was happening in their heads. This was not murder to them. They were not acting out of hatred. In their twisted, terrified minds, it was an act of profound love. It was the ultimate submission, to give God exactly what he created. They chose the best among them, the strongest warriors, the most beautiful maidens, and eventually, the children. Because giving away your child is the ultimate psychological proof. Proof that you fear the unseen more than you love yourself. Proof that your devotion is absolute. The knife falls. The blood spills. The tribe weeps in terror. And they wait for the rain. If the rain falls the next day, the trap snaps shut. The human brain connects the two events. We killed the child, and the rain came. The gods like this. The gods need this. It became a system, a dark, unbroken cycle across the entire ancient world. And here is the most terrifying part. They didn't learn it from each other. Civilizations that had absolutely no contact with each other reached the exact same dark conclusion. In South America, the Incas sacrificed children on freezing mountain peaks. In Central America, the Aztecs believed the sun would literally stop moving if it wasn't fed human blood. They ripped beating hearts from chests just to keep the universe running. In the Middle East, the Canaanites built bronze statues of their god, Moloch. They heated the statues from the inside until the metal glowed red hot, and they placed their own infants into the burning metal hands. In ancient China, the Shang dynasty buried hundreds of slaves alive alongside their dead kings. Independent tribes, different continents, different languages, the exact same dark math. Religion became terror. We projected our own violent desperation onto the divine. We built massive stone pyramids just to get closer to the sky, just to make sure the watcher saw the blood. We made God in our own terrified image. We convinced ourselves that the creator of the universe was a monster who fed on pain. But think about the psychological toll this took on humanity. Imagine the cognitive dissonance. Imagine a mother handing over her child to the priests. She is told it is the right thing to do. She is told it will save the city. But her biology is screaming. Her brain is tearing itself apart. Humanity could not sustain this level of trauma. The psychological weight was too heavy. The system had to break. And eventually, it did. Between the 8th and 3rd centuries BCE, something incredible happened. Historians call it the Axial Age. A massive paradigm shift occurred almost simultaneously across the world. New voices emerged from the chaos. Prophets, philosophers, thinkers who stood up against the blood-soaked altars. A new message echoed across history, challenging everything the ancient mind believed. The message was radical. The Creator does not eat meat. The Creator does not drink blood. The Creator does not want your children. The unseen God wants something much harder to give. He wants your justice. He wants your mercy. He wants your ego. The prophets brought a shocking revelation. God is not hungry for physical flesh. He is hungry for moral purity. The altars were smashed. The temple fires were put out. The physical sacrifice ended. It was replaced by something entirely new: personal responsibility. But the psychological hardware, that did not disappear. You cannot erase 100,000 years of evolutionary instinct overnight. The instinct never left us. We still feel the deep, gnawing need to give something up to please the unseen, to balance the cosmic scales, to clear our existential debt. Today, we do not bleed on stone altars. We fast from sunrise to sunset, fighting our own biology. We give away our wealth to charity, sacrificing our own resources. We wake up in the middle of the night to pray, sacrificing our sleep. We sacrifice our pride. We sacrifice our desires. We sacrifice our time. The method completely changed. The blood was washed away, but the human instinct is exactly the same. Underneath the modern clothes, underneath the technology, we are still that early human, standing in the dark, looking at the sky, offering whatever we have, just to feel safe, just to be seen, just to know that the Watcher is there, and that we are not entirely alone in the dark.